Hello everyone, welcome back to Unit 4 Elements of Writing, Lesson 4. Today we are going to study another rhetorical mode, cause and effect. In your academic writing assignments, you may require to incorporate, to bring about cause and effect analysis depending upon the subject of your study. Analyzing the cause, reason and effect, the impact, analyzing the reason of something, analyzing the reason of an event or a phenomenon, and analyzing the effect of that phenomenon. Such questions, such assignments, such studies are quite often in your academic life. So an essay or any writing which asks you to study such an issue, such a problem, can be called cause and effect writing, cause and effect assignment, cause and effect essay, etc. For example, you may get an assignment asking you to analyze the reasons for a particular phenomenon and effects of that phenomenon. The cause of a phenomenon and the effect of that phenomenon. Cause and effect essays deal with causes, effects, or both causes and effects of an issue, a phenomenon, or an event. So the title itself explains everything. Cause and effect, the reason and its result, its effect. See, analyzing some questions, cause and effect questions will be easier for you to understand the concept. See this particular question: why did the government demonetize high denomination of notes? What do you think are the impacts of this decision? You are familiar with the demonetization of notes which happened some years ago. So why did the government demonetize high denomination of notes, currency? What do you think are the impacts of this decision? So this question has two parts. One is asking the reason, and the second part is asking the impact, effect. So see the second one. What are the reasons for the poor employability of graduates in India today? This first part is asking the reason for it. How will you assess the impact of this issue? So the features of cause and effects essays can be understood from the question itself. From the above questions itself, you will understand that you will have to inquire the cause and explain the effects of these issues addressed in the question. So this type of writing is also known as causal analysis, or analyzing the cause of something. So some words and phrases often used in cause and effect essays are as a result, because, consequently, due to, for this reason, hence, therefore, etc. So bringing these terms, these words or phrases into the essays will help you to help the readers to understand the cause and effects essays better. So now we are coming to another mode, rhetorical mode, that is definition mode. you are familiar with this term as well. Often, very often in your academic life, you are asked questions like define something. A definition is a way of explaining a word or phrase. Explaining a word or phrase. A word defined can be an object, an idea, a concept, a place, a type of person, a place, or a phenomenon. In your exams, you may come across definition questions like this. Define photosynthesis. So when you come across such a question, you are asked to explain what photosynthesis is. Then how would you define new media? Explain personification. Then define male gaze. Questions like this. These are definition questions. So the certain things are to be kept in mind when you are dealing with such questions. Explanations to questions like this are examples of definitions. Answers can be in a sentence or two. It can also be in paragraphs. Sometimes answers can be in the form of essays. Such essays are definition essays. So these are some brief guidelines for writing definitions. 1. Understanding the audience is very important in when writing definitions. To what type of audience that you are addressing, that is very important. See, if you are dealing with if you are trying to pass an information to the audience, then a very detached approach is detached approach will be preferable. So understanding the audience, then you may use a definition that already exists, or you may define it by yourself. So you may use a very famous definition which already exists, or you may define it by yourself. In the first case, you should specify whose definition you are providing. Then if you are providing your own definition, it should be clear and logical. Then some background information on the term you are defining should be given, like or the origin of the term, who used it first, etc. So when you are researching on the topic, the background information of the topic should also be included. For example, if you are trying to explain a term, you may describe the etymology, how the word originated, etc. It will give a better understanding. Then some terms will have different meaning in different contexts. You should specify the disciplinary use of the term. For example, the term culture is used in anthropology, in arts, in literature, etc., with slightly different meanings. So when you are trying to define a term like this, you should be very specific regarding in which context you are using it. See, every utterance will become important when you explain the context in which it is used. Then provide the dictionary meaning of the term. Then give examples wherever possible. So refer page number 64 of the textbook to see the examples of various definitions. Some definitions are examples of definitions given are third cinema, then linking adverbial, then culture, etc. So read these sample definitions to get a better understanding of it. So we are stopping here, and we will continue with the process analysis in the next class. Thank you.